What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 12 of Feed the Beast Interactions. Last episode I had a bit of an oopsie and OBS changed my sound source for my microphone. So I'm sorry about the mini episode and we missed a lot of getting Blood Magic started. But here's our tier 3 altar. I moved it upstairs and upgraded it to a tier 3 between episodes. I needed to get these netherite blocks to do that. The one problem I had is there was no recipe for the netherite ingots for some reason in JEI, but this is just one of these netherite scrap and 4 demon metal, which you get by throwing gold into a pool of lava that's surrounded by nether bricks. So that was a little bit of a pain, but I got it working. I moved it upstairs and realised that because this pack technically finishes up with the crystal clusters, which is the tier 6 blood altar caps, I didn't think we'd need to go all the way to tier 6. Tier 6 is a 23 by 23, and the width of this building is only 21. So that's going to cause a couple of issues. It also really messed up my stairs, so I'm in the middle of like rearranging this a little bit. And we'll get back to that later. This is upgraded to a tier 3 now. It still only holds 10,000 life essence, but it is definitely a tier 3. And then just under here I have a drum with like 100,000, 100 buckets of life essence, and the agonizer still running. Now, I think today I'd like to do a bit more magic progression. Probably mostly astral sorcery, but I want to start off with a little bit of Thorncraft infusion. Okay, so we're going to try and make this Thormian Fortress helmet, bit of an upgrade from the other one, and we can put the goggles into this afterwards with another fusion, which means that I can put my extra hearts into the head slot. We've seen everything for this before, pretty much. The Emeraldic Crystal was the photogenic insulator with emerald dust, and the rose gold is just copper and gold powder mixed together in the blast furnace. It takes nearly 5 minutes per ingot at MV. It's really long. I haven't done infusion in this version of Thorncraft before. I'm hoping we have enough stability. It just tells me we have some gain per cycle, but I don't know what high instability is going to do, so let's see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Because these are the other sort of Thormian plate. Can I make the... Can I even make this type? Okay, there we go. I had the wrong type of Thormian plates. So yeah, it looks like we are actually potentially losing stability at worst. So hopefully this will all go okay. Try and keep an eye on everything, make sure nothing falls off a pedestal or anything like that. It's nearly taken 2 of the essences. And now it's bringing the items in. And there we go. There is our Thormian Fortress helm. Now we have everything for to attach the goggles of revealing. It's just some sensors, some and some... Actually can't remember what this one's called. But throw that on there, and then it's just the helmet and a slime ball. Probably ought to put these across from one another. And then this is only moderate, so we should just be fine crafting this. I actually can't see the stability because I don't have my goggles on, but there we go. A Thormian Fortress home with the goggles of revealing attached. We're also going to do the Fortress Curious and Fortress Thygards, but these are like exactly the same recipe. So we'll just speed through these. And there's our Fortress Curious. I just got the research pop-up for Flux, which is a little bit worrying because considering to complete the research I need to build more Flux. And I don't know what that's going to do. But, on with the leggings. And here's our Fortress Thygards. Doesn't seem to be an upgrade for the Thormian boots, so I'm guessing it's probably expecting us to go for the boots of the Traveller. But I don't think I'm going to make these right now. It's nothing too difficult, but I might just do this in between episodes or save it for next episode. So next what I'd like to do is some Astral Sorcery. And there's a few things that I'd like to try and get done for Astral Sorcery. So I would like to build an attunement altar. This lets us, we attune to like one of the constellations in the sky, and we gain experience by doing certain tasks that depend on the constellation. And these give us, when we level up, we get perk points. And some of the perks are really good, and it's just kind of like, you know, free extra stats for the character, which I'm not taking advantage of at the moment, and I should be. And the other thing that I would like to start looking at is the Celestial Gateway, which is a long distance travel. So we could have one here, one in the Void World, and when we do travel to the moon, we can take one to the moon, one on our space station. And it just lets us move around really easily. And they're not super difficult to craft either. The only thing that we can't make here is this mana pearl. And that's just because we need to make unstable mana. And for that we need a symbol power catalyst from Blood Magic. And I do have a couple of these made up. I did make the alchemy table between episodes, and this was really easy. And then it's some redstone, the wizardry mana which we have, and the ethanol which we're making as part of our polyethylene setup. Now that's easier to make. But, I think first of all we'll look at the attunement altar. So this is going to require aquamarines, brass screws. We will need to find a crystal. And shifting star. I think we have everything for apart from this ruined marble, and this isn't difficult to make. It's just steel wire and any of the other marbles. Yeah, I think we have everything, but we do need to do some pre-crafts first. Glass lens. Any spectral relay. A shifting star, but we're going to have to wait till night time for this. And now we have enough starlight to make the shifting star. There we go. And finally, we should be able to make this attunement altar. Oh, okay, maybe that much time in a bottle wasn't the smartest idea. There we go. This unfortunately does not give us everything for the multi-block, so we will need to build the multi-block still. And I've extended our Astral Sorcery platform, and I think I've made it the right size. So let's get to building. never a good sign when you think you've brought exactly the right amount and you run out. What have I done wrong? Oh, I made it one too wide. It shouldn't take too long to fix. There we go, that works. And then the exact middle, looks like here. It's showing me where the stars are, so I think that's right. Okay then, and that's our finished attunement altar. It's definitely one of the larger multi-blocks that you need to make for Astral Sorcery. Now, in order to attune for this, we need to decide which constellation we're going to attune to. And then we put lenses down where these little sparkly bits are that corresponds to the constellation. And I believe we just grab some of these constellation papers that we got as a reward. You put one of these in your offhand, and then is it in your main hand? No, I think it's in your offhand. I need to actually discover them in the sky first. Which I guess will be the next job. The looking glass is a really easy craft, and we might as well make the telescope while we're at it, which is the advanced version, I guess. Again, we're going to have to wait till night to build this. Okay, and we can make our telescope. And then the telescope itself. Not too much time in the bowl this time. There we go. And now we place this down. We can have a look around and see that right now there are no stars visible. I guess it's too cloudy or something. So while we're waiting for a night that's not cloudy and we can actually see the stars, do the constellations, I'm going to make up another one of these constellation papers. This one's for the Visio constellation, and we just ran out of light. But basically the Visio one allows you to level up your perks by just moving around, basically running around, and we do a lot of that. Probably more than we do taking or dealing damage, and probably mining at this point as well. What are the other options? I think there's one for building blocks. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's another one. But I guess we'll wait for another night, see if we get a less cloudy one. And then hopefully we'll be able to make this and get ready to attune ourselves. And then it's getting dark now. There are stars in the sky, so we'll be able to do that in a moment. And we can make this constellation paper now. There we go. And then also need to make more of these relays. So we're going to need a couple of glass lenses. And then we'll need this spectral relay. And I actually want 3 of them, please. You should have 7, which is enough to let us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, should be enough to let us attune to this. And that is assuming that it is in the sky. That is the wrong book. Okay, so there's something here. See if I can remember Yeah, I can't really. Like that? No. Okay, that's one found. I have no idea what that was. Okay, and there's Visio. Now that's the constellation we want, so let's make sure we do this while we have the opportunity. So we hold this in our offhand, and these spectral relays. And then we'll see these blue lights, and we can put one of these down everywhere that there's blue lights. And I didn't mean to step on the pedestal, but here we are. This is our attunement altar. Ritual, should I say. I really like how this fortress armor looks. There we go. And then throw this paper back in here really quickly. And now we have this perks tab. We can only take this one from here. This gives us 1 extra reach, and this gives us 3% movement speed. And there's some really, really nice perks in here. And we've taken this one because it's easier to level. So we'll probably take a lot of the ones that give increased experience to start off with. But then, you know, there's things where you don't need as much food. Items are moved straight into your inventory. Plants grow faster. Stepping up blocks is easier. More reach. This is like the Mineralis ritual. It's centered around you. Like extra armor. There's all sorts of really cool perks in here. Extra fortune. You also see them in the night sky once you've discovered them as well, which is cool. Now we've got 2 points just from running down the stairs. Next up, we're going to make the unstable mana. So we have 10 buckets of wizardry mana. And then we have some ethanol, some good stone, and one of these simple power catalysts. Is just gunpowder, nether warts, and redstone in the alchemy table with 1000 LP. And that was a pretty long craft, but now we have 5 buckets of it. Now, what we mostly want to use this for now is mana pearls, which is half bucket and an Eye of Ender, and also in the assembler, I believe, is the mana glass. I'll need it for further Britannia, and also I want to make this Robo Surgeon, because I think once we've built this, I can install an eye that just gives me permanent night vision without having to think about it anymore. And that sounds nice. Yes, we've popped over to an assembling machine, and we'll pop some structural glass in first. This is just a steel plate and reinforced glass, which is just glass and an advanced alloy plate. I'll just make one of these for now. So there's our mana glass. And then in order to make Eyes of Ender, you can do it 1 and 1, or you can put 8 ender pearls and a blaze rod in. Or 6 ender pearls and a blaze rod. My bad. And this is a pretty slow craft. Okay, and now with these, we can pop them in here. And this will give us our mana pearls. And now we have everything for the gateway. Oh, I forgot the ruined marble. First of all, we need these. Probably not going to be able to do this tonight now, but we shall see. There's one. You get away with doing the second. Oh, I didn't bring enough glass lenses. But yeah, that's our first Celestial Gateway. And this again has its own multi-block. It's just a 7x7 multi-block. And you can name the gateways in an anvil, so you can see where you're going. And it's really easy. So I think we'll leave it there today. We got quite a bit done. Next time I think I want to start working on this tab a bit. To really automate polyvinyl chloride and silicon. And then we can start looking at going to space. And once we've been to space, we get access to applied energistics and stuff like that, I think, once we've been to the moon. So that'll be a really nice step up. I'm not sure if we can get there in MV or if we need to go to HV first, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. Thank you all for watching. If you've got any feedback, leave it in the comments for me. And I look forward to seeing you guys again next time. Bye-bye.